What took him from pen and poetry to handcuffs and headlines is the question that the world is now asking. What happened to the calm, composed Papoose? Above all, what the devil was said by Eazy that caused this? Ladies and gentlemen, we have just reached the point of no return. Papoose, the hip-hop king of loyalty and lyrical wisdom, has been officially arrested after attacking Eazy, the block captain, with full force and no holds barred. The brutal video, which is now available to the public, shows fists flying, furniture flipping, security guards yelling, and Eazy attempting to hide under a DJ table. Level of anger? Because, without a doubt, this was not just a fight but an emotional explosion that had been building for years. Remy Ma was nearby when it happened, and her reaction was caught on camera. We have leaked footage, eyewitness accounts, and insider information that will soon be shared online, so get some popcorn, turn up the volume, and settle in because what you're about to hear will change everything. It all started with silence. Papoose, the silent king of loyalty, the stoic face of black love, the man who kept Remy Ma down through a prison bid and stayed 10 toes down, had been out of the public eye for weeks, with no interviews, tweets, or mysterious captions, until suddenly, the internet was overflowing with news that nobody had expected. Papoose was, in fact, arrested, and not for a minor offense like unpaid tickets or a chance miscommunication, after he allegedly attacked Eazy, the block captain, in front of cameras, and the video was leaked. To put it simply, this wasn't a street fight. Rather, it was a man who was being pushed over the edge by months of humiliation, betrayal, and rumors. The footage is grainy, but the energy is clear. According to disdained sources, it all happened at a private battle rap event in Queens. A low-key networking mixer turned into a battlefield when Papoose entered the venue without permission, saw Eazy laughing in the VIP area, and headed straight for him like a heat-seeking missile. Several eyewitnesses say Papoose didn't say anything or threaten anyone, just walked straight up, reached back, and boom, connected with a punch so loud that the DJ stopped the music in the middle of the beat. A camera angle captured Papoose screaming, "And you smiled in my face while creeping behind my back. You wanted me to know, and now you've learned." That mic dropped. Wasn't about music, it was about respect. It was about a man who stood by Remy when everyone else counted her out, watched her get locked up, helped her rebuild her career, and raised their hands. When Papoose goes full WWE, he throws chairs, grabs collars, and even slams a Red Bull can across the table in sheer frustration. Security arrived too late, and 3 men attempted to stop him, but when a man has been hiding heartbreak and betrayal for months, a lanyard and a rented security vest won't stop him. Blended family only to have a fast-talking battle rapper who couldn't even avoid the first hit publicly replace them. Let's not pretend that this is brand new. We've all seen the rumors that started months ago when some industry insiders said that Remy and Eazy were spending a lot of time together off camera, followed by the blurry photos, the body language, and Eazy's too confident captions, "Some wins come off camera, sir." What did you mean by that? Because now everyone is realizing that this wasn't just a rumor, but actually happened, and Papoose just confirmed it with his hands before the arrest was officially announced, and fan videos of the incident were already attacking TikTok and X, the former Twitter. One video, which has garnered over 11 million views, shows the moment security finally threw Papoose to the ground while Remy Ma's voice shouted from the back, "Stop, this isn't the place." Wait, so you admit that there was a place, and the internet jumped on that like hyenas because, let's face it, Ray's hands are dirty. If this was merely a professional relationship, then why did her husband risk losing everything, including his freedom and reputation? A gossip website claims that Papoose stayed silent for months in spite of everyone's advice to let it go, but he couldn't because she never denied it. Instead, she just stopped talking. And let's not forget the build-up. 2 weeks prior, Eazy posted a now-deleted tweet that said, "A lot of you'll be loyal to ghosts, I'm loyal to what's real." Was it a shot? If so, it deteriorated like spoiled milk in the summer heat. Fans poured out comments on the internet, saying things like, "Papoose is a better man than me. I would have done it in 2023." Eazy's face was photoshopped into a Mortal Kombat screen, showing him walking away from the fight like an Avenger in slow motion, with Remy holding her head like, "How did we get here?" 50 Cent, of course, posted the footage with laughing emojis and wrote, "I told y'all love don't live here no more collision microphone." Cardi B reposted a fan tweet that read, folded like a mixtape cover, "Y'all better protect black men who love out loud and lose everything in silence." Joe tweeted 3 simple words, "Don't test loyalty." But the NYPD wasn't playing as the streets applauded. Papoose was charged with third-degree assault, public endangerment, and disorderly behavior and was detained at the 104th precinct within hours. According to one within the station, camera evidence included in the arrest record verified battery and intent to cause damage. Instead of resisting, he walked into the building like a man who knew this was coming because that's who Papoose is. He doesn't hide or run, and he sticks to his morals no matter what. Remy was apparently present at the station as well, but she was not a defendant, rather, she was a witness. Ma'am, it's not a miscommunication. It's a remix of Eazy Crickets and WrestleMania 38. The next morning, there was only one Instagram story with white letters on a black screen, no post, no live, no message. You were silent when you were smiling and pretending nothing was going on the red carpet, so that's why you're quiet now. It's time to let the lawyers handle it now that you've been caught red-handed, but you were quiet while you were writing passive-aggressive tweets and Instagram captions like a man with something to prove. Please, child, before the internet even had its morning coffee. Footage of Papoose's effortless defeat were all over the internet. 17 million views in less than 6 hours is what we mean when we term viral. Not only were people watching, but they were also reviewing and dissecting every second of what is arguably the most well-known punch since Solange and Jay-Z's elevator altercation. The hit that shook hip-hop, Papoose vs. Eazy Full Analysis, a 12-minute YouTube study of the video that featured split-screen footage of the crowd's responses and slow-motion zooms on the crowd's first swing, was uploaded by one fan. We believed that despite their suffering in prison and the attention of the media, Remy Ma and Papoose were the last living representations of hip-hop and pure love. Ray's silence now overpowers the punch, shattering that vision. Hours after the video went public, supporters fervently supported Papoose, and a new hashtag #FreePapoose, became viral. This stern voiceover said, "Here you see Eazy trying to dodge left, but it's too late, loyalty already caught him, and karma too, defenses he swung for every man who stayed true and was clowned, not just for himself. When a king charges back after you push him against the wall, don't cry." Papoose did what most men wish they had the courage to do, and Remy was treated disrespectfully and cheated easily. One person finally spoke up since the comments were so overwhelming. Remy Ma didn't conduct a press blitz or release a video. Instead, she shared a single black and white Instagram photo of herself without makeup along with a long text. The loudest heartbreaks come from the strongest hearts. I pray for forgiveness, compassion, and reconciliation for all those concerned. Oh no, ma'am. In addition to flirting, slyly slipping, and sending direct messages, you are now threatening to sue the man whose wife you are accused of stealing. The boldness leaped out, but everything was completely upended by the startling report that followed. In a one-line statement to Rolling Loud magazine, Eazy's publicist stated, "We are aware of the incident and exploring legal remedies." Eazy remained silent, posting no interviews or posts. Eazy and Remy Ma are seen entering a hotel suite in Jersey City at around 2:38 a.m. on the footage, which is timestamped 2 weeks before the altercation. When they weren't filming, at an event, or on their own for work, the video shows Eazy putting his hand on her lower back and talking in her ear. They head inside after she chuckles. How long did they stay? 3 hours. The crowd spoke up, but Remy's squad remained silent. He was battle-rapping his way into her marriage the entire time, so it's not a rap session, baby, it's a feast of betrayal. An anonymous source then allegedly leaked a voicemail recording from Eazy to Remy that said, "He'll never love you like I do. He's comfortable, I'm present, you feel me? You feel me, sir? We feel the handprint Papoose left on your chin." This only served to fuel the fire, with thousands of fans posting clown emojis and comments like, "So this was a performance. Delete. This, it didn't age well. That man loved you more than his love." Swizz Beatz even reposted a fan comment that said, "Real ones suffer the most, but they rise the highest." Rap City posted a vague tweet that said, "You can't build a legacy with betrayal." However, it wasn't just fans who called it out. Celebrities also started unfollowing Remy. Papoose changed his Instagram bio to just the phrase, "Loyalty never loses, it just watches." The irony was oppressive, and to top it off, Papoose is allegedly getting more deals than ever before. One label wants to fund the deal. While news broke that Papoose had refused bail and chose to spend the night at the detention center, one officer allegedly told a blog that he didn't want special treatment, saying, "I'll walk out when I've calmed down, and let's talk industry damage because this scandal is leaving craters." Eazy reportedly lost an endorsement deal with a streetwear brand that was set to launch next month, and Remy Ma was taken off a podcast appearance on a show that focused on empowering women through loyalty. The people standing behind him are wearing fan merchandise that features phrases like, "Protect Papoose loyalty. He swung for all of us." Papoose was more than just a man who was scorned, he was a man who chose silence over power, respect over retaliation, and only used his hands when it was too much to bear. One TikTok comment went viral, saying, "At best, this isn't about gossip, this is about men who give their all and women who let them break." The world now braces for what comes next because part 3 is where it all comes together. Court cases, distractions, public apologies, and a career shift that no one saw coming, and guess what's only getting louder? As Papoose entered for his arraignment wearing a black hoodie pulled low over his face, reporters flooded the sidewalk, flashbulbs popped, and fans screamed, "We love you, Pap." Remy Ma sat in the front row, sunglasses on his lips, and the charge of third-degree assault and intentional harm was announced. Despite the public outcry, the trial was conducted online with court cameras rolling. One TikTok commentator earned 2 points for recording the entire event live, with the statement, "Will the king of loyalty fall or rise like the legend he is?" Received 5 million views in a single hour. When asked to speak in court, Papoose remained composed and said, "I'm not proud of what I did, but I'm not ashamed of why I did it." The judge even appeared shaken. Then, in a sudden turn of events, Papoose's attorney disclosed that Eazy had sent him a when the judge decided to release Papoose without bail. The crowd outside cheered, "Black love ain't dead." Justice for Pap said, "Remy, blink twice if you're confused." The story abruptly changed from one about a cheating scandal to one about manipulation, pressure, and silent suffering after the lawyer read aloud a threatening text message days before the attack that said, "If he comes at me, I swear, I'll take both y'all down." Baby blinked 4 times as Pap left the courtroom. When fans turned against him overnight, Eazy reportedly went into ghost mode, deleting all posts, tweets, and battle announcements. Voicemails, leaked hotel footage, and now threatening texts were too much, and the streets he used to flex for were tearing apart his once cocky online persona. Eazy told the press, "Sometimes silence isn't peace, it's survival." However, insiders claim that Eazy was spiraling while Papoose was departing, and when he did break his silence, it wasn't he. The damage was already done when he appeared on camera with a clearly frightened voice and said, "I messed up," in a 5-minute Instagram apology video titled, "To Papoose, Remy, and the fans," which was not a live stream. "I injured others because I was sucked into something I believed I could manage. I never intended to offend unimpressed fans. It's too little, too late. Don't be upset about the smoke, you wanted the fire now. We ride with Papoose, period." Remy Ma, meantime, went into full damage control mode and apologized in an official statement issued by her public relations staff for the hurt caused to everyone by the recent occurrences. Amidst all of this turmoil, Papoose released a song called "Legacy Lost." The cover art featured a man walking away from a broken mirror, his reflection holding a woman's hand and letting go. The song's raw, painful poetry held her down in the cell, and now I'm holding my breath. Although she was rebuilding her life and career, fans were already off her train. One viral tweet read, "You're sorry now after your silence let a real one burn in public." When she shared, "Shade/built the queen from a cage," the internet went crazy. Thousands of fans posted emotional reactions, and celebrities shared the song on Spotify with prayer emojis. It received 3 million plays in a single day. People called it the male lemonade, the resolution we all needed, but what took everyone by surprise was the outro, "This isn't revenge, this is release, and if you still hear my heart in this, pray for her peace." Despite the headlines, the silence, and the treachery, he prayed for her. In the meantime, Eazy was kicked out of 2 collaborations, Remy Ma quietly disabled her Instagram comments, and the streets crowned Papoose the king of loyalty, something no court could ever do, while others played with hearts. By the end of the week, Papoose had landed a brand deal with a major therapy platform that promotes mental health for men of color, and he also announced a documentary called Unwritten Bars, the story behind the silence, about which you can bet your bottom dollar that Netflix is already buzzing. When the truth came crashing down, Papoose chose violence, Eazy chose silence, and Remy chose Instagram captions. But let's face it, this story wasn't just about betrayal, it was about what happens when a man gives his entire soul to someone who's already halfway out the door. And attention that he stood on love, and when love broke him, he stood anyway. The Remy Ma, Eazy, and Papoose triangle didn't just go out of control, it exploded. He held her down through prison, allowing someone else to pick her up in private. We want the real tea. If you want more exclusive breakdowns, unfiltered commentary, and the mess that other channels are too scared to touch, hit the subscribe backhand index button. Will Eazy the block captain ever get over the hit? Did Papoose make a mistake by snapping, or did he just say aloud what every hurt heart has felt in silence? Should Remy Ma ruin the last true love story in hip-hop eyes? This is a gossip leak where the truth doesn't leak out but instead shatter like a wine glass at a dinner party for adultery scandals. Until the next time, to make sure you don't miss the next scandal we disclose, keep being loyal, boisterous, and messy.